Hey guys. Okay, so I've been reading a lot about the difference between alphas and betas, particularly men. This could apply to women somewhat, but this really is for guys. Um, I used to think it was all about masculinity and how a guy portrayed himself. I think that that's the result. So, for example, alpha men typically exhibit confidence, high testosterone, high masculine qualities. Let's see, a sense of being able to easily communicate. I guess being able to like pick up for a lot of straight men, for men who can pick up women really easily. Women also find alpha men very desirable. Number one, for the survival of the species, women are primed biologically to want to go for alpha male traits. Men who are typically alphas are more aggressive, but they're not necessarily more insecure. Beta men, I don't know. A lot of people say that they're more creative and calm and laid back, and they're more like feminine and stuff. But honestly, like I really view this more as the more I look into it, the more I look at it kind of as a confidence issue. So if you're concerned about what people think of you and say you're really trying to like show off and always like you have a lot of self-esteem problems, and yeah, you're a straight guy but you're masculine, but you know what, like you're always taking selfies, or you're trying to prove how tough you are, you're starting fights, you know that's not very alpha. Actually, that's very beta, because it's really coming from a place of insecurity, and that's really the difference again between alpha men and beta men. Biologically, a lot of beta men try to front um, and posture that they're alphas through. You can do this, number one, by working out. You can do this by acting tough. Like a lot of and I hate to say it, but the stereotypical, like in the area I'm in, and maybe in Philadelphia, like a lot of like Italian American men do this. They act like, "Hey, boo." They act a lot of bravado, and they're always trying to get laid, and there's a sense of compensation, let's just say. So alpha men actually do have true self-esteem, a sense of self-worth. They can communicate effectively. They're about other people's interests as well, besides their own. They put themselves first, but they have enough self-esteem that it flows, so they could actually inquire about other people's lives. They're not just talking at you. And so a lot of there are a lot of betas out there, and a lot of the beta men are trying to become alpha men, and I think ultimately people are trying to evolve into more of an alpha. You can do that through very specific methods. One, you got to think more positive. No one is like a pure alpha. Like you might be the most hyper masculine man in the world, but you know what? Doesn't and you might go to the gym a lot. That doesn't make you someone with genuine confidence or someone who is truly an alpha. Okay. Um, so by posturing, you're actually showing you're more of a beta by compensating. Um, so I would say, number one, if you want to change, well, I'll make another video about how to change into an alpha, I guess. But I just wanted to delineate the differences between alpha men and beta men. Um, Remember also that if you have a real issue with, like, okay, so Jeb Bush is a nice guy. And I guess he would be looked at more of a beta man, where Donald Trump would be more of an alpha. Now, Donald Trump, I'm sure, has a few beta characteristics. I'm sure has insecurities, but for the most part, you don't need to act like Donald Trump in order to be alpha. Like you don't need to be that intense and to put people down. But let me tell you, like he does denote his like a high status, and whether you think if you're really truly upset by this man and upset what he does, it means you're not really taking responsibility for your life. And beta men don't take responsibility because they're blaming other people and they don't have enough self-esteem to realize that your life, you create your own life. So politics is fun and all good, but no matter what law that can be created or what Donald Trump or what Hillary Clinton will end up doing, it will be Donald Trump though, mark my words, because he is actually way more confident than Hillary Clinton. It's not because he's a man, it's because he's more confident. And he's also a really good manifester. But if you have a big problem with Donald Trump, it really shows that you have a little bit more of an insecure, somewhat of a, I would argue, somewhat of a victim mindset. People who truly take responsibility for their lives don't shit on billionaires. They don't shit on, typical, successful men. And they don't shit on women either. Um, they may not like Hillary Clinton, but they're not going to go off on her. They're going to more be praiseworthy for what Donald Trump represents and not resist Hillary Clinton. They're going to be pro Donald Trump. All this is just really related to self-esteem. And when your self-esteem is in a good place, your hormones are in a good place. So yeah, you have more testosterone. And there's ways to manipulate that through diet and through your mindset and through emotions. So that can be done. I'm going to talk about that in the future. Now, as far as me, I mean, actually, I used to think I was kind of really beta, but then sometimes people kept telling me they would compliment me, and I feel like I have certain alpha traits. I have certain, beta traits for sure, that I'm working on, but I'm aware of them. I don't know. So I want to hear what you guys think about, the whole alpha beta conundrum and what you think, what you prefer. Because some women are alpha type women and maybe they don't really want a real assertive husband. Maybe they feel like they're quote unquote more of the man, and I'm going to talk all about whether these things are sexist or not, or whether these are just more biological indicators for levels of self-esteem. And ultimately, therefore your energy, therefore your vibration and how you perceive the world. So I'm going to go into a lot of this stuff, but not in this video, it's too much. But those are just the alpha beta perspective differences that I see. I want to know what you guys think again. So please comment below. Let me know, what you think when you think of alpha, what you think of beta, and if you think it's changeable. And if you think that ultimately people are looking, to merge more into an alpha type status. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.